touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to take a shot. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Got the quick pass.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They boot it away on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Play of the quarter coming. He'll take it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Takes the easy one to the back. Runs through the tackle. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Dropping back, it's Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
TCU 41, San Diego State 29.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Working on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Got a man. It's Lester. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Back to throw. It's Lindsey. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not...
Hits the afterburners. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions.
Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Aztecs in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, he's doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And the Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lindsey. It's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The throw. Complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback moving. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Halted in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Turning it on! They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, San Diego State.
One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Lets it fly. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get it in for the 2-point conversion, and we have a 4-point game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late, that's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.